from the like the classic white background with the pictures to very brightly colored text.
Oh yeah.
In like a really quick span.
It just started recording, by the way. I'm gonna live stream this.
Oh, live streaming. What an interesting concept.
You just opened the recording. Basically, talking about the evolution of game theory.
Well, that, among other things.
Among other things.
Among other things that little to no people care about at all.
Let's get this, dude. Titanic Plains is the best one to start off. I hate Distant Roofs. I don't know why. It's just so, like, it's not an ugly map. It just doesn't look great, and it feels so dense, you know? Like a jungle. That's what it feels like.
Jungles are really neat. You ever played Donkey Kong 64?
I have not, no.
Oh. I have no idea if there's a jungle in there, so don't quote me on that.
Well, there is. I know that much.
Okay, so he did a bottle flip video.
Did he?
3 years ago. And the title screen, I'm going to send you the title screen. Oh, it's if I screenshot it, it's going to be 28. The title screen is him doing, like, the YouTuber's surprised face at two bottles on top of, like, cap to cap, basically.
Oh, yeah, wasn't it about, like, how to get the, like, best bottle flip or something like that?
How to cheat the water bottle flip.
Yeah. There's so many wisps. Oh my gosh. Good thing I'm not mercenary. The guy only has a sword. He also double jump, but like... Well, still one of the best characters, though. Commando's the worst. He's the default one you start out with.
What does he do? Does he just kind of like
he just
slap people?
Anyway, he starts blasting.
So anyway, I started blasting.
You know, I've actually only heard Danny DeVito speak like 3 times.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched the whole movie starring him and Arnold Schwarzenegger, where Arnold Schwarzenegger plays his test his brother, who was made in a test tube, and is like a perfect example of humanity. So at one point, Arnold Schwarzenegger is this like really intellectual, super buff guy. So at one point, he just lifts the car to make the car alarm stop going.
Interesting.
And Danny DeVito is like the excess DNA or whatever, so he's a small-time criminal, and he's like the contrast between, like, size. It's a really weird movie. It's a really strange movie. It's called, like, Two Brothers or something. It's called... I'm just gonna look up Arnold Schwarzenegger. Danny DeVito. I think it's just called Twins.
Twins? Okay.
Yeah, it's a 1988 movie. It has a 44% on Rotten Tomatoes, so that should give you some ideas to the general quality.
Oh, well, if it's low on Rotten Tomatoes, it usually means it's actually good, because you can't trust critics at all.
You can't trust, like, anyone anymore. The internet is...
And when it involves the entertainment industry, you cannot trust anybody but yourself.
Because critiquing entertainment based on general... Man, my brain has gone absolutely blank. Entertainment is based... Entertainment, like, is based on personal preference, right?
Yeah.
So, critics have guilty pleasure movies just as much as the rest of us.
What's your guilty pleasure movie?
That's a good question. I personally, I really like Pirates of the Caribbean and the Dead Man's Chest, even though that's consistently ranked as one of the worst of the original Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy. It's like the bottom. I really like it because it introduces Davy Jones, and I think Davy Jones is just really neat. It's like that Marge Simpson meet. That is the one with the Kraken.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
And it's got really great music as well. The music with the Kraken strikes fear into my heart every time I listen to it. It's an interesting musical achievement. And then they made On Stranger Tides, and
that's the movie with the highest budget of any other movie in Hollywood.
Really?
It's like
I heard that at some
I think
point.
it's like 357 million was the budget.
Did they hire the entire Spanish military? What the heck?
They hired the Spanish military.
Because the Spanish show up at the end of the movie, and they're
yeah.
like, hand over the fountain of youth, and then Blackbeard says, no! And then they
you
fight.
know, like a boss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, armor-piercing rounds. Let's go, baby. This is easy. Uh-oh.
Stone Titan, he doesn't look very solid, really.
No. Oh!
So anyway, on the next topic of this professional podcast.
But my
I still
guilty
feel
pleasure
talk about Pirates of the Caribbean, though.
My guilty
because
pleasure
I think-
movie has got to be
Yeah.
either Thunderbirds from 2004 or
What's that one about?
or Speed Racer. Anyways, Thunderbirds. No, I'm dead. Okay. So Thunderbirds, basically. Do you know Thunderbirds at all? It's a really old series of like movies and stuff, but this is like a remake or something.
It's like about a bunch of pilots who just kind of
Basically,
hang out.
so in this movie, they're like this one dad and all his like 6, I think, sons. Well, they're like super rich. They live on this island, and he like is like an engineer or something, and he's like really smart. And they build these like almost spaceships, you know, like really high tech, futuristic, helpful.
Really cool guy.
And they go around
Vehicle.
like the planet and just like save people. Like an oil rig at the beginning of the movie was like gonna explode and there was a fire, and they went in and they just like rescued all the employees and got out of there. I think they also blew the thing up so it would like not damage the environment around it. There's something weird with like how that worked. But yeah, so then the plot of that movie, I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I've seen it. Okay, so like a few years back, the dad, they're in like a mission, and there's this one guy who he's like the main villain. He had to leave.
Just a quick question. How evil does he look?
Oh, so he you know what's his name? I need to look up his name real quick.
But like, is he like Disney villain? Like pick out of a crowd, you can
Once I tell
immediately
you
notice.
his name, you're gonna know who it is.
Evil Man Jr. The Reverend Doctor Evil Guy Jr.
Okay, man, what's his name? It's Ben Kingsley.
It is.
It's Ben Kingsley. That's how evil it is.
When 2000, this is after Gandhi, so this is after he played a significant historical figure in a really, really fantastic movie.
He's also he's in all those asylum movies too.
He's in the what now?
All those asylum movies like Stonehearts and Shutter Island. He's in at like all of those. He's like.
Shutter Island's pretty good.
It's a pretty good one, yeah. You should see Stonehearts. That's a really good one. Stonehearts is.
So anyway, continue. What does Mr. Evilton do?
Okay, so he like has his like cool big submarine and everything, and he's been plotting for years to avenge himself because he was left to die by the main.
Yes.
By the dad, and
So
he finds other islands, and so one of the sons is actually in like a satellite space station monitoring the planet to see like, oh well, what's going on, where's this bad stuff happening, so he can help him get there faster. And so he straight up from his submarine underwater just launches a missile, and it like super damages the space station. And so they all go up there to like repair it and save the sun, but he like locks them in there. He like locks down their ships and everything so they can't get out. And so it's just like the one son who's not yet like trained to be a Thunderbird. He's still in school. He's still in high school. And it's like all his kids who also live on the island because like their parents are like hired by the dad. They're like a gardener and like a scientist and like all that. And they're like the 3 friends. Anyway, so it's up to them to like save them. So like the bad guys get on the island and they're trying to find all the secrets and everything, and they're trying to do all that. And like their main plan is to frame the Thunderbirds, and so it's like ruin their reputation. They're a pretty smart plan though. Anyway, so it's up to them to like find a way to get the family back down, and also to stop. His name is the Hood, and that's his like evil bad guy name is the Hood. He has like telekinetic powers, and so does the one of the main characters. Because so the Hood is the brother to the
Right?
side character girl's father. Yeah, they're siblings. Anyways, so there's like a weird telekinetic power, or whatever. It's genetic. She has it. He has it. Anyways, so they go through all these hijinks. They have to find a way off the island. They have to find a way to like contact the family. Eventually, the the plan of the villain gets put into effect. He like takes one of their ships and goes to London and causes a ton of havoc, and then robs a bank. And he wants everyone to think it was a Thunderbird. So he like shoots down like a trolley, whatever thing that's like going over the water. I'm just running around in this game. I'm not actually doing anything. Here's the teleporter. But oh wait, what is it? I got a red? Oh my god, that's a okay. Anyways, so basically, family gets back down to Earth.
Right.
It's like the son fighting the Hood in the bank, and he wins basically. And
that's the end of the movie.
Yeah, he made so his dad left him to die like way in like the past of the story.
Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, and so the son is like, I'm not gonna do that this time. And he saves his life, and then he becomes a Thunderbird in the end, and everyone's happy, and the guy's in jail, and I just died.
So my Wi-Fi kind of disconnected for the great majority of that story. So I heard something about somebody's sister, and I also heard that Ben Kingsley has a tragic past.
That's pretty much the movie, honestly.
Oh yeah, okay. That's the whole thing. There's no other plot points. It's just Ben Kingsley's very sad, and somebody has a female sibling.
Yeah.
That's it.
A sibling, no, it's a friend, and they start dating at the end. If they were siblings, that'd be weird, but they're on islands. Anyways, I'm gonna do something dumb. I'm just gonna fight the boss with no items. Let's just see how this goes.
Like a G though, like a cool guy, like a real.
Let's do this, baby. There he is, and it's the worst boss. I'm doing so little damage.
The very worst.
Oh yeah, I hate him so much, dude.
Like, how bad is
this attack sucks. This is the worst. It like tracks on you, you cannot run away, and he slams to the ground.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is he hard to beat or just really, really annoying?
He has a lot of health, more than the other
bosses. You're dead, okay.
Oh yeah, it was a wisp that killed me. Look at all that. Oh, we have to, let's go through the enemies and see which one is the most, like, viable.
Yeah. As a friend, or like romantically are we talking?
I don't have the logbooks on all of them because it's like to get it, it's a small chance after you kill them. But I've got quite a few. Oh, okay.
All right. So first of all, Lesser Wisp. Let's see what that is. Huh.
Made of fire.
He's got a fiery personality.
Also 2 holes. That's a plus.
Don't make jokes like that.
Jellyfish. I think we all know where this is going.
Interesting undersea creature.
Good hugger.
Stinging potential.
You know
Yes.
what this guy does? So he comes at you, and he like crashes into the ground and just detonates. That's his thing. That's what he does.
Okay, so no respect for his own life. So it might be slightly a bit of a one-sided relationship.
Beetle, just like classic dog.
I like his hat.
Yeah, he's just like the classic dog. He bites you. He's got these cute eyes. I mean, look at his claws are a bit long, but you know what? Anything can be hurt done. So I mean, just like look at him though. So cute. He's just sitting down all like a dog. By the way, which video game character would you vote for?
Vote for? Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't really given much thought to this. Let me just off the top of my dome.
I would say Bowser, for the sole reason that he could cause as much chaos as possible, him being a terrible leader. This is just a huge man. Check him out.
I like him. I like his little face.
Got a little bit of a whack posture.
That's the very definition of head empty, no thoughts. Right there is that man's face.
he's like a Bojack comic character.
Yeah. But he looks happy. I might vote for him, actually.
Yeah. Wait, this is the Elf of the Marian.
Yeah.
This way out.
Heads full, many thoughts.
Dude, the normal Marian is like this tall, where my mouse is. This is
Oh wow.
Yeah.
This big boy.
It's a large one.
He's a real
I've
man.
300 of them. I've been killed by 8. And I remember every
That's
single
a great
one of those
AP
times.
ratio.
Every single one of those times I remember being killed by them. Oh god.
Traumatic memories being brought back.
This
He
kind
of looks like
legs. For some reason, the bottom of him is so highly detailed, despite him hiding in the ground and then promptly running off a cliff to escape you. How did I die from 2 of these? Okay, anyways, yeah.
they took you off the edge.
Basically,
With
they
you-
just like
with them?
crawl on the ground and they launch rocks at you, and they just go crashing down. They just like kamikaze, you know. And then if you get close to them, they get scared and they run away, and you can
Aww.
off cliffs. There's actually
That's
you
cute.
get 20 of them to fall off of cliffs and die. Then you get to unlock a blue item.
Alloy. Ooh, wait. Go to Imp. I like his little arms.
His eye.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was
Whoa! I
fine.
didn't notice that.
Yeah, me neither. I thought that was always like some weird heart or something. I never noticed until now this was an eye. He's got no feet. His feet are kind of dematerialized, but okay.
We could work with that.
And so no feet for you. Here's the alloy vulture. He's the bird.
He looks pretty cool.
Yeah, he is pretty neat. Check him out. Look at those hands.
The patterns on his wings. He looks like he's been submerged in, like, you know how pigeons have that like oily stuff on their
Yeah.
necks. He
just
kind of looks like he's just
looks
been
like a pigeon.
completely submerged. Yeah.
Look at what
But-
this isn't fine
does he
right
have-
now. It's like a question
does he have-
mark.
4 eyes. Does he have
Yeah,
4 eyes?
he does. He looks like a
How does that work? Like depth perception wise, man.
Also, they're all facing up, so this actually gives him 0 tactical ability.
He can see the sky really well, though.
Yeah,
That's a plus.
Soulless probe. Basically, you know the giant eyeball monster?
Yeah.
He spawns these and they shoot lasers at you.
He seems a little mean. I wouldn't,
Yeah.
and like mechanical. I would not
Well,
be,
look
feel
at this.
comfortable emotionally. I would not feel comfortable emotionally opening up to the soulless probe.
I mean, I've never seen something more capable of vor in my life.
Going to ignore that you just said that.
Brass contraption. You know what these guys do?
What do they do?
They form out of the ground, and they have like 3 huge spike balls like all around them, and they just chuck them at you.
Yeah. He's got a cool bell though. You can just.
Yeah. Look, it's just floating. This guy's...
But he doesn't seem emotionally available.
Yeah, he seems rather...
I mean, the lack of any distinctive facial features makes me think he wouldn't be able to,
I mean, just...
you know,
undulation.
articulate what he's really feeling. I like how I'm taking a really emotional approach to this, and you're just. Okay, could we move on, please? I was talking about how
Pretty neat.
he looks like the Liberty Bell if somebody beat it up even worse than it already is.
Mini mushroom. Look at him. He's so...
Aw,
Hey, he's so small.
so small.
You know what these guys do? I don't know.
What?
They seem...
You've been killed by one apparently.
Yeah, so I think what they do is they like launch acid at you and it sticks on the ground and it slows you down and hurts you. And then if they get hurt, they crawl on the ground and start healing themselves. So it's kind of annoying.
Huh.
Beetle guard. My favorite. Because like he's like the beetle, but he's bigger. He's a bigger boy. He's like a...
Bigger beetle. He's got that monocolor drip, you know?
Yeah. So, the queen beetle, the beetle queen, whatever, she
Yes.
has a chance when you kill her to drop a gold item, which are like the best items in the game. I'll show you.
There's no like diamond or platinum.
There's the blue ones, which have drawbacks to them, but they're also pretty good. Like one of them is like anytime you hit something, you get gold, but anytime you get hit, you lose gold. Some of them like replace your utility, some of them replace your primary attack, and
So they're just kind of annoying.
no, they're good and bad. It's pretty situational. Like one of them, the utility one, I think it's called like arm of heresy or something like that. Basically, it makes it so you like turn into like a ball of shadow, and you can like fly around for a bit, and it heals you a lot, which is nice, but you're kind of slow. But anyways, when you kill the queen beetle, she has a tiny chance to drop a queen's gland, which is a gold item, and one of these guys is on your side. It spawns and fights for you, and if it dies, it respawns, and he just
That's awesome.
yeah.
He's loyal. That's a good thing in a
Yeah,
relationship.
look at him. Yeah, he's loyal. There's all this lore involved. I haven't read these yet, but I want to do that soon. The bison. These guys
Big corn bison. Ooh, where are his eyes?
Update. These are his eyes.
Oh, okay, moving on.
So they used to do a lot of damage and have so much health. Now they just don't have that much health. That's pretty much it. They would just like charge at you and you'd go flying. You'd smack into a wall and like it would like I got killed by two directly. I probably got killed by multiple of them. They launched me into a wall and I take so much damage from the impact. You know, it's I don't get credited from them, I get credited from the planet, which is like the game engine. Stone Golem. These guys are great for the early game because they give you so much money. And in late game, they just, they die pretty fast.
He doesn't seem like he'd be fun to cuddle with, though. He's all,
actually, one of his attacks is he, like, holds his arms out and he just, like, claps. So he'd be pretty good at hugging. He has the whole form down and everything, you know? He also launches a laser out of here, but not like this. It's just like a one-off beam.
It kind of looks like HAL 9000 from 2001: A Space Odyssey. The red eye.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He flipped it on its side and he started saying vaguely threatening things in a really calm voice.
Dude, I haven't seen that movie forever. Clay Templar. Basically, this is a mini.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Also, when you kill them, they scream, which is really unsettling. But, like, look at his drip, though.
His head would just...
His joy. Yeah. Yes.
The heck? Wait, like, does he see out of that red line?
Respect the drip, Cameron.
I'm respecting the drip. I'm just questioning his hat choice.
I mean, like, check out these like jogger pants, you know, and like look.
I love the MC Hammer, the MC Hammer pants. He feels like he's about to drop that gun and just go into a. Whoa!
He's actually one of my favorite characters. He's one of my favorite ones. Greater Wisp. So they're like a lesser wisp, but they're greater. They're large.
Oh, they're creepy.
Yeah, the lesser wisp is like this big, as like my circle with the mouse. Yeah, basically they have a lot of health, and they like shoot you with your hands. They just like shoot green stuff at you.
Green stuff is my favorite.
Yeah, I don't
love that.
Very much. They explode when they die.
I'm a ghost.
Okay, this is gotta be one of my favorite ones. This dude, so your character is like this tall. I guess tall is his front leg thing here.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I love this guy. Basically, he's massive. He makes such a cool sound. He looks beautiful. Like, and when he dies, he blows up, and there's like this field that like this like little bubble around him. If you're in that bubble, you get banished, which I forget what that does. Either it sends you to this like realm, or you die immediately. It's so cool. I love these guys. They're my favorite. They don't spawn until like really late into a run usually.
He looks like the top of his head looks like a clam, kinda.
Yeah. Honestly,
like a horse crab.
This guy would be good at, like, he looks like a good listener, you know? Like, he
yeah,
like,
you know.
On him, you know, he's like a chair for you, like a shoulder to cry on. I feel like, and if he gets too, he detonates.
He would also be a terrific big spoon. You could just crawl into the, like, gap there and just feel safe and warm and comforted.
Yeah, I bet this is, like, really soft, like his, like, weird purple mouth thing. I bet that's, like, a blanket, you know?
Yeah. Or Jello.
Yeah. Beetle Queen, this is the big boss.
Yeah.
I
don't know. She seems like she'd be very.
She like face
she
down
seems
and
like
has
she'd be
launches these like,
commanding.
little beetle guys in the sky that fly around. I forget what they do. I don't like her very much. Clay Doomstrider. You saw this guy last time. I love him so much.
Whoa.
Looks awesome.
He looks like a Zelda boss. What the heck?
That's what it is. I did not think of that. He totally looks like a Zelda boss.
Well, like, specifically Skyward Sword.
I was thinking that too.
Wow. Or Breath of the Wild, one of the two. The oil leg things look more Breath of the Wild, but
Also the lack of an outline, you know.
Yeah. I really don't know what to say about him. I don't know what his legs are made of, so I can't tell you
It's
whether that would
tar.
be nutritious.
It's
Oh,
tar.
nope, so
Yeah.
it's not nutritious at all.
It's tar.
He seems like he'd be very defensive of you.
Worst boss. This is the Malachite guy. He's golden. And okay, so that fight is so cool. Eventually, in a run, you're gonna see this shrine, this big totem. And it's gonna be the Shrine of Gold. Basically, you pay up for that, and there's gonna be a gold portal that spawns when the teleporter is done. You go in there, and you go to this level called the Gilded Shore, I think. Basically, normal stuff there. It's kind of small. When you summon the boss, it's this guy, but he's bigger and he's golden. He's got spikes and he's immune to damage. You have to like spend money on all these different pillars all over the map to then start the damage phase and fight them. You have to do like 2 or 3 times depending on how good your items are.
That sounds
You can
ridiculously annoying.
Okay, the thing is, when you kill him, you get an item that, like during any other teleporter event, any other boss fight, it spawns him as an ally. And it is the best item in the game, probably. Once you get it, it is so good. Wandering Vagrant, my favorite boss. He's so cool.
It looks like oh shoot, what's the name?
He is
the
massive.
fair
He's like the size of a building. This guy.
Nihilego. The thing that Lusamine really wants in Sun and Moon.
Jellicent or something. No, that's the Gen 5.
No, I think Nihilego because it's a rock poison type.
Nihiligus or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really pretty.
Oh, yeah.
I like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, like 3 hair strands on top. Looking like Greg Heffley.
He does his attack, where like all his arms, his tentacles curl up, and he launches his electric ball, and you can like blow it up, and it does damage to him, which is really cool boss mechanic, and also enemies around him. And there's his other attack where he like does the same animation, but he charges it up, and there's like electric wires all over the place, and he just does like a supernova like explosion. And I've died to this, killed by 9 times. Every single one of those times, it was that like supernova. If you're too close, you're dead. If you're too far, you get launched into a wall. You have to be like outside of the teleporter thing or behind a wall, or you're like most likely going to die from that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's my favorite boss though. Magmorn is the worst boss. You know what? This guy, he just like goes in the ground, and he flies around all over the place, he jumps out, like everywhere, and he like goes under you, and he pops out of the ground, goes back in, and he's like never out long enough. And so you just have to like slowly chip away at his health. But man, he looks great though. I love him.
Yeah, it's a really aesthetically pleasing design.
Yeah.
Also, here's a relationship. You could just roast s'mores over my man's and just have a garden.
Also,
Yeah,
he
could just
follow you anywhere. He digs in the ground, so if you're ever in a tough spot, he'll just come out and beat your enemies.
He's supportive. He's a warm.
Look at his little face. He's got teeth. Oh, he looks like this.
He looks like oh shoot. There's a very specific thing that I'm trying to think of. I may just be completely wrong. The dragon from that comic where he puts the gold on the counter, or like he puts human bones on the counter or something, and he just got this massive grin on his face when the lady gets really uncomfortable because he's being really annoying on purpose. I don't know.
Hyperspace.
He also looks like those guys from Breath of the Wild, like the big old dragon dudes that just kind of show up.
Oh yeah, I was thinking I forgot what they call it. I haven't played Breath of the Wild. It's like the guys on the legs and they shoot like a laser at you and you have to like deflect it back.
Yeah, I can't remember that. Dang it. Ooh.
Also, Grove Tender, this guy's cool. There's also the scavenger who looks kind of like him. He looks like the Greater Imp, you know, but...
The modeling in this game is really where
I love him. He looks so cool. He like screams and then launches chains at you. It's so cool.
That seems a little,
yeah.
You know, like he's trying to choke you down too much, you know?
He's a dom for sure.
Please, I beg of you.
I love his antlers though. Look like these are so cool.
He looks like a Hollow Knight character. Is what he looks like.
What does his face look like?
Can we see? Come on.
Well, let me zoom in that far. It looks like he has a mouth. He kind of looks like like the what's his name, like the shrew or something, in the Bazaar Between Time. There's this like guy who sells these stuff. Oh, dude, Imp Overlord, the Big Daddy.
Oh. Oh yeah. Now
He, like,
that
teleports
is
around and
something
launches spikes at you. Oh,
that is something I can get behind. That Potbelly, ooh, Hanukkah Goblin drip is what he's looking like. Almost embarrassingly thick.
look at those fingers. Look how long those fingers are.
My man's could write like a 16 tweet long thread about the dangers of radical communism.
Millennials ruining the journalism industry.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's it?
Let's look at the cool items. So you have like all these like interesting items here. I'm gonna show you my favorite ones. Personally, this one.
5 favorites.
Tougher Times, blocks damage. I've stacked
The SCP teddy bear. The teddy bear from the SCP Containment Breach game.
Ah, yes. Lens makers are good. War banners, which is my favorite. Whenever you level up, it spawns this like field around you, this bubble, and it raises attack and movement speed by 30%. It says here. It's so good, dude.
Makes you speedy. I don't get how a banner makes you speedy.
I don't question it. ATG missiles.
Magic.
Basically, you have a chance. Anytime you fire, it just launches
Whoa!
at them. It just chucks missiles.
That looks really cool.
Yeah, Will o' the Wisp just detonates enemies. That pairs really well with gasoline. Basically, gasoline, when you kill enemies, it like sets other enemies on fire, and this, it blows enemies up that like are around it. It detonates, and so it.
Ooh, in a jar.
Cool. They kind of pair very well together because it just does a lot of damage. Ukulele just zaps damage between everybody. It's super dark, so you can't really see it.
Does it play the ukulele?
No.
Do you hear the ukulele? Oh man.
Oh, yeah. Leeching Seed, dealing damage heals you, which is just super nice.
Are you gonna go through every single green item for me?
Nope, just my favorite ones. Infusion. Anytime you kill something, it like gives you 1 extra health per kill, and it stacks up to 100, so you can get 100 like increase to your health permanently. And each time you get another one, it's another 100 health. I stacked it 17 times. Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
Berserker's Pauldron it's interesting. If you kill 3 enemies in 1 second, you go like into like a crazy frenzy, and yeah, it's weird.
How difficult is that to do?
Gore's Tome drops treasure. Deathmark is really cool for the late game. When you have like 4 more debuffs on an enemy, it increases damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old Guillotine. Elite monsters, like the weird elemental looking ones, the different like more health and shields and stuff, they die quicker. I mean, I stacked this 7 times. That's ooh, wow. That speed only goes up.
I stacked it 7 times. You sound very
these
proud of
red
it.
items are pretty neat. What does this one do? Random effects are rolled. Oh yeah. Okay, so basically it just makes you a higher chance to like proc things. So like, if you have 57 leaf clover, you have a higher chance of blocking damage. You have a higher chance of ukulele working. Higher chance of the missile launcher. Bazooka, the brilliant.
It just gives items that have like certain chances of doing things, a better chance of doing that specific thing.
Yeah, it just increases the likelihood of the thing proccing.
Ah.
Yeah, Brilliant Behemoth. All your attacks just explode. So you shoot something, it blows up. You like each individual attack detonates.
Oh, hold on. I need to go do something real quick.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
What's this one? Oh, that's good. I guess. Shattering Justice. Ooh, yeah. That's good. Opportunities. Alien Head. Oh, that's fine. I guess. Meat Hook is funny. Dagger. What does this do? Right. Yeah, it's the slime. Resonance Disc. How does this work? Okay, interesting. Ooh, gold items. Oh yeah, there's all this.
De retour.
Heyo. Okay, so ceremonial dagger. Ceremonial dagger. Killing something launches daggers to other enemies around it. Headset is super funny. Basically, when you're like in the air, you can hold E and you just slam down to the ground and just like everything goes flying. It's so funny. Happiest mask. You have a chance to like get a ghost of a character of like an enemy.
Ah,
It can even be bosses. Dio's
that
best friend.
scared me.
Dio's best friend, basically, it's just like
As in Jojo Dio?
I doubt it, maybe, because I guess he dies a couple times or something. But yeah, it cheats death once.
Huh.
I've had 2 of them at one time.
What's your absolute favorite item in the game?
It's one of these gold ones. It's either gonna be Queen's Gland. What was this one? It's Aurelionite, not Malachite. Yeah, this one's good. This is the one I was telling you about. Aurelionite.
The Halcyon Seed?
Little
Oh,
Disciple.
nice.
Tracking Wisp. Right, okay. Genesis Loop is probably one of the best items. Basically, when you get to low health, it launches out a supernova of electricity, 6,000% base damage. It is so good.
That sounds
Like,
overpowered.
this will save your run, my guy. Like, you get to low health, everything dies.
Huh.
Oh yeah, and there's this thing. Everything dies. I haven't found these yet, apparently.
What does the shard do? Wait, what does that
Okay.
do?
So, basically, there's the one level I kept wanting to show you. It's called Sky Meadow. And if you go down to this bottom area, there's this huge portal. You put in like a specific combination code, and you go to this like area with like a boss fight. And basically, you have to pick these things up and then use them on the boss, and it does damage to him. You like 4 of them, and then you have to like survive enemies, wait for the other one to spawn. It's fine. And then when you kill them, you get artifacts, and they just like make your runs with like certain conditions, like only elite enemies can spawn, only other things.
Sometimes it'll make it easier, sometimes it'll make it harder. That kind of deal?
Yeah, I think usually it is harder, but whatever. Then there's all the equipment. I really like this one. Is Royal Capacitor and Prion Accumulator are just amazing. Basically, this one strikes lightning and does so much damage. You can just delete bosses. This one charges up a ball that flies towards people and like zaps them and then blows up. Really good. Really, really good. What's this?
What is Prion?
I don't know. Right. Yeah. This is like... Yeah. This is what I mean. Like, it gives you a ton of debuffs, but it also can, like, really... It gives you a ton of buffs, but also it can give you a lot of debuffs. And then there's stuff like this Visions of Heresy. You get, like, Hunger and Gaze, which is, like, sharks, like, squares at them that blow up or something like that.
Like Minecraft?
Brittle Crown, you lose gold to taking damage, but you gain gold on yeah, and stuff like that. What's this one do? Shape Glass. I remember this being really good. Base damage. Yeah, it reduces your
it makes you basically like a glass cannon. I get it, because it does a lot of damage.
Generating shields. You convert all but 1 health into regenerating shields, so that's actually really funny. This is what I was telling you about. It turns your like utility skill, like your shift, into fade.
Oh, into the shadow ball thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the different levels. Okay, this is like the.
Show me your favorite.
The worst part of the game is this. I like Rally Point Delta is really fun. This is my favorite one, probably.
Huh. I like its little little
model.
like fence sort of deal.
Yeah.
And
Bowser Between Time. Bulwark's Ambry. This is where the artifact key boss fight thing is. Every 7 stages, a celestial portal spawns. You go here, and you can obliterate yourself here, which ends your run, which has its benefits. That's what I'm trying to do, because as Commando, you have to obliterate yourself at the obelisk to unlock a skin. I've been trying to do that, and it's hard.
But Commando's bad?
Oh, he sucks. He's garbage. These are all the different characters I have as of right now.
Who's your favorite?
Multi is my main. There's like a little guy, he has like a nail gun, and also a sniper, and he like... Okay, when you use his utility, he goes really fast like a car, and he slams into enemies and does damage. It's so funny, dude. Because, like, eventually you get items that, like, boost your speed and increase, like, how fast you go. And you also get things that, like, increase your damage to bosses. So I go in there to, like, a boss fight when I'm playing with my friends, and I just, like, charge in, and I just one-shot them by slamming into them. It's like scooter angle, you know?
Deja vu, I just been in this place before.
If you want to unlock the environmental logs, so there's this thing that spawns very, very, very rarely in levels called a radio scanner, and you have to like spend money to fix it, and it gives you the log. The thing is, they're kind of hard to find, and the odds of them spawning is like
Really low.
small. Like there's people who've been playing this game for years, and they've seen like 2 or 3. I've gotten really lucky to have like
As many as you do.
yeah. Radar tower and stage, yeah. It's just, it's unbelievable. And there's these challenges. There's like achievements.
Huh.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me a tour of your favorite game.
It is my favorite game, yeah.
Alright, now on to a serious topic
Of course.
that we tried to bring up, but then we immediately got,
Sidetracked, of course.
because of... the advent of which video game character you would find yourself voting for in a generalized election. You said Bowser, but as an agent of chaos, he loves his son more than he loves causing chaos. So I wonder, would he really be in your best interest as a knowledgeable participant in
Here's the thing. He's been a king, and with loyal subjects, not forced subjects, loyal subjects that not even through death will leave him, mind you. So I'd say, yeah, he'd be a pretty neat leader for like a good 10
like
years.
a carrot.
Before the taxes get a little too high, and his ambitious plans cost a little too much taxpayer money, and people will leave him. But let's not talk about that.
I would, for my, personally, who I would vote for, from a video game, would definitively be Daruk from Breath of the Wild. He's just a really, really nice, big Goron man, and I feel safe.
You know, it sounds like you've never played Ocarina of Time, which, I mean, you'd like Death Mountain, the part of that game.
Listen, yeah, that's my favorite part of Ocarina of Time, but listen to me. Daruk, so cool. Such a cool guy. He's got this big old machine thingy that he's flying or like crawling on the mountain, and that was the very first divine beast in that game that I finished and like beat, and so it holds like a really special place in my heart because it was so annoying to do all the preceding stuff because there were all these like, you know how you're supposed to be doing like a stealth mission sort of deal in some games, and there's like drones flying around with detection methods. There were just a bunch of those, and it took me ages to figure out how to get past all of them.
Huh. Neat.
But regardless, I really like Daruk, and also the special ability that he gives you after you defeat the divine beast, Daruk's protection, is really, really useful because I'm really, really bad at the game, and it gives you like an extra layer of protection, and it can sustain 3 hits. So whenever you put up your shield, the thing pops up, and like somebody hits you, and it breaks. It like cracks in it, but you still have 2 more hits to go before you're vulnerable to damage.
That's pretty neat. In all honesty,
Which I just think,
that is cool.
yeah. And every time you do it, he says Daruk's protection in like a really deep voice. So I think that's really cool. So I would vote for Daruk.
Professional opinion, that is a good move.
Thank you. I appreciate your honest and genuine opinion of the thing that I really like.
It's getting late. I think we'll wrap it here, but tomorrow maybe. Anyways, I work Sundays now too. It's just we have Monday and Tuesday closed, so it's kind of shifted over another day.
Right.
Just so you know, yeah. So sorry if it's like the middle of the week.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
See you.
Yeah. See you, man.